Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. If you guys don't know already, I was supposed to be live after the game. The game was done at halftime. This game wasn't even a game. The way this team came out to play, man, it's atrocious. It's sad. Didn't expect it, and yeah, it's rough. It's rough to be a Giants fan right now. It's really bad. The game's still going on right now. Giants are down. At the time of this recording, at the time of this live stream, 40-0. 40-0. Now, what is there to take from it? God, I will just go to sleep, bro. Listen, man. Listen. Anthony, I appreciate you for clicking on. I can't say I expected this. Is there a chance we could lose? There's always going to be a chance we can lose. This bad? To lose this bad. And listen, I'm not coming on here to have some crazy reaction. You're not going to hear me yelling like crazy. I'm not going to throw my equipment everywhere or something crazy. That's not who I am. That's not how I am. But as far as my reaction to this team, my expectations, where does everything go? Where do you guys think we stand? Where do you guys think we stand? Do we take it for what it is now? Do we completely everything we expected for this team throw it in the trash? You know, like what do we put? Where do we put it? Nevertheless, the way the Giants are playing is atrocious, but I want to thank you for being on this live stream. If you're here, Marcus, Anthony, Sandman, I appreciate y'all. But I can't say I expected this. Not even close. Marcus, I waited 200 plus days for this. I'm right there with you. I made countless videos on how this team got better, how they're going to be better, how we're going to upset the Cowboys, how we're going to upset teams. People are still sleeping on us. But guess what? Listen, the Giants are back where they were. Dumpster fire of a team right now. I've never seen a Giants game this bad. I'm at a loss for words. I'm right there with y'all, man. I'm right there with y'all. Now, I'm going to have a video coming out. I'll probably drop it tonight or tomorrow morning, giving a full-on reaction outside of this live stream. For y'all that are live right now with me, you get to see me talk about the game. But that first drive was so promising. Like the first drive was everything we could have ever asked for. We get the ball first. We're driving down the field, mainly running the ball. But however we get it. Running down their throats, getting everything going. Everything started off so perfect. Then, on a 3rd and 2 play, less than 10 yards from the end zone, you get a false start to Andrew Thomas. He's trying to get a little quick step. I'm not going to kill him for it. It is what it is. Now, after... My mic keeps pulling up on me. I don't know what it is. After we get that false start, now that's where everything went downhill. You get a bad snap. DJ's back at the 20. Takes a sack. All right, it looks so promising. I even had a tweet out there. Once again, I tweeted out, listen, that drive looked super promising. We missed an opportunity. It is what it is. As I'm tweeting it, as I hit send, kid gets blocked, return back for a touchdown. And I'm just like, okay, like this, of course it happened. Like, of course that would happen, because why wouldn't it? You know, why wouldn't it in this Giants-Cowboys game? There's been so many countless things that I feel like, you know, it just happens. We get the ball back after the touchdown, didn't do nothing with it. Punt it back. They drive the ball, kick a field goal. We get the ball back. First possession, first drive of after we got the ball back, an interception, which that should have been a fumble, but popped up into the air. They catch it, take it the other way. We're down 16-0 off rip halfway through the first quarter. It got out of hand super quick, and it just felt like what can happen happened. What can happen happened. And here we are in the fourth quarter, haven't put up a single point. We never recovered from it. We never did. It's so bad. It was so bad. Omega, you said something back. Anthony says Evan Neal cannot play at the NFL caliber level. Listen, we invested so much into that man. He had his worst game of his career last year against the Cowboys. That didn't change. It did not change. It did not change whatsoever. Dallas kept getting throw on Neil's side. It was Neil never stood up to it, man. He literally never stood up to it. This is beyond embarrassing. JMS is fed up. Neil is garbage. Why is Daniel Jones still in the game? What the hell is going on? This has got to be a dream. Sorry, a nightmare. This is, I'm telling y'all, for you guys that's been watching me, I'm what I talk about on my channel, I genuinely feel. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not doing stuff for clicks. I'm not doing anything. I genuinely feel the way I feel when I post videos. When I said we were gonna upset the Cowboys, when I had the video where I said shock the world, when we're gonna do things, it's because everybody still thought that we were gonna be a bad team and get demolished by the Cowboys. I didn't see it coming, and right now it's just showing it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Do I think anyone's exempt from what happened today? Not at all. Daniel Jones, you didn't have no time. You were running for your life. But listen, you got to be better. You have to be better. I hate to sound like one of those people because you guys know me. I'm not the type of guy where, I want to like look at the situation and I'm not the type where I'm saying whatever your situation is, it doesn't matter. Like quarterbacks getting put in bad situations all the time. And I think the situation should be talked about. But for tonight, I've seen things out of Daniel Jones that it makes me feel like how he was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. That interception that he threw to Gilmore, the real interception, because that one to Saquon was not an interception. But that one to Gilmore, there's no defending that at all. Like, literally at all. Like, we know, listen, they're not protecting. You're running for your life every single play. I see it. Our offensive line is definitely terrible and the worst part of our team. Easily the worst part of our team. We add a Waller, we add a Paris Campbell. It didn't solve anything when it comes to that. And it's not going to. Daniel Jones, literally, I still have the game on here, but every single play, he's running for his life. Every single one. Every single time. But now that one, throwing it, and once again, it didn't change the whole narrative of the game. It just continued to pile on. We can't have our quarterback running out of bounds, but throwing it inbounds and trying to make some type of play out of nothing. We can't do that. We literally cannot have that happen. I'm seeing, and I understand, once again, Daniel Jones is running for his life. He's not getting protected. But every play, it's like 2 seconds. All right, I got to go. Like, I got to get out of there. And I just saw him get sacked once again. This is crazy. This is crazy. Wow, all that talking about how good they are over the Cowboys is beyond embarrassing. We need an O-line, definitely. Daniel Jones' mom needs to run on the field and drag him out of there this game. He's going to get hurt. He is. At this point, there's no point in having him. There's no incentive. You take out Saquon Barkley, why are we leaving our quarterback out there when he's been getting sacked all game, and he continues to get sacked? Dayball is keeping them in to make them still in this embarrassment. What's up? You know my side. G7 Games was good. G7 Games is a Cowboys fan. We talk. Oh my gosh, he just got obliterated again, and I might be behind. But yeah, Evan Neal is definitely. I can't say that I've seen this happen. I can't say that I've seen this even being. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Listen, is Daniel Jones getting any help right now? I don't think so. The O-line is a real problem. If we want to contend. If we want to be where we want to be, because we all expected, listen, we won a playoff game last year. We're trying to increase on what the total wins. We're trying to increase on what we can do in the NFC, shake things up. When we face the 49ers, this is going to be the same problem. When we face the Eagles, it's going to be the same problem. Even Washington, to an extent, is going to be the same problem. If we can't protect Daniel Jones, we're not doing anything. We're not doing a thing. There's just no way. And obviously, once again, right, what were some of the things that I felt like, and we just fumbled the ball. I might be behind. Y'all might be ahead of me on this. But what are some of the things that I felt like we needed to do to win this game? I felt like the offense is going to have to be aggressive. My score prediction was 27-24. Here we are in the fourth quarter with 0 points. They're probably going to end the game with 0 points. The offense wasn't aggressive enough. The offense couldn't move the ball. We couldn't do anything. Defensively, we need to pressure Dak. We need to stop the run. They got spotted 16 points, or do the math. They got spotted around 16 points without even barely putting any effort into it. I shouldn't even be watching this game anymore. I'm just gonna take it off. Y'all can let me know what's going on in the game. I just turned it off. We needed to make Dak under pressure. Kayvon Thibodeau didn't hear you all game. Azeez Ojulari didn't hear you all game. Dexter Lawrence, I didn't hear nothing out of you all game. Nothing. No one's exempt from anything in this game. A lot of the key players that we needed to step up and make a play, not a single play was made. And the moment it was 16-0, Cowboys had the ball, I was like, all right, the defense going to have to step up and do something. Nothing happened. Now, once again, I was put at a point where I really didn't want to see anything, right? Me being the Giants fan that I am, of course, I still watch the game. I'm still trying to stay updated. Halftime comes around. We're down big, as we still are. Deonte Banks isn't on the field anymore. What happened with Deonte Banks? We're starting 2 rookie corners. One of them are out now. Now we have to start guys that I literally was talking about in my last video saying, hey, last year we had to start McLeod. And here he is starting again in the second half. There was no plays made. There was nothing to really take from this and be like, dang, stuff looked good. And I understand. Listen, I think what we saw in that first drive was super promising, and it got out of hand very quickly. I don't expect us to be this bad. Are we 40-0 bad every single game? No. I don't think we're the worst team in the league. But there has to be a stand. Like, we're playing on the same grounds, the same field as another team, man to man. This can't happen, and it did. And it did. This is unreal. Cowboys fans texting me. I had to block some people. Listen, I got my phone on Do Not Disturb right now. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I had to get on Do Not Disturb. I'm getting blown up by Cowboys fans. I'm right there with you. Kimberly Martin, Shannon Sharp, Nick Wrong, and so many others in the media are going to have a field day. I won't be able to listen to sports media for weeks. Listen, as cliche as it sounds or as soft as it sounds, you'll be able to listen to me. I'll be here. But you're right. Don't even turn on Fox Sports. Don't turn on anything. The good news is that actually this offseason we were being talked about for the Saquon Barkley situation, for Daniel Jones' contract. That's done. You're not going to hear anything about the Giants now. I promise you that. You're not going to hear a thing about the Giants. Tomorrow is going to be rough. This week is going to be rough. But moving forward, you're not going to hear anything about the Giants because that's just all it's been anyways. The Giants just started to become good, so people started to talk about them a little bit. We got the coach of the year. Nope, you ain't going to hear nothing moving forward now. Not a single thing. Julian Love, you able to get out of that contract in Seattle and come back? We need a lot of different players than Julian Love. We're going to need Eli to come out of retirement. We're going to need Justin Tuck to come out of retirement. It's pretty bad. Can't blame the rain. Dallas plays in the dome, and they outdid us in the poor weather. That's what I'm saying. There's literally no excuse to how this game rolled out. Rain, situations, anything. There's no excuse. Both sides of the field had to play with the same thing. We get down 6-0. Okay, now let's try to at least come up with a different play call, different play style, something. Nothing changed at all. I knew from the moment that we got down, I'm like, all right, listen, if we play from behind and instead of running the ball, we're going to start trying to throw the ball, it's going to get ugly. I texted one of my friends that I said it's going to get ugly real quick if we continue to play the way we are. If we continue to fall behind, it's going to get ugly. And boy, did it get ugly. It became horrific. And once again, man, I was trying to be live after the game. The game was done a little while ago. It's upsetting. It's upsetting. Once again, for y'all, if any of y'all are new, we got 17 people in here. Appreciate you for joining once again. If y'all don't know me, I'm not the type of guy that's gonna be yelling, screaming, or anything. But I can't lie. It's hard to imagine this team being good at all. And when I say at all, it's hard to imagine. We can't say that the rain stopped us from running routes because listen, I didn't see that speed or anything. I didn't see Darren Waller making crazy plays. I didn't see anything to take away from this game and be like, next week we're gonna be really good. I saw Arizona go head to head with Washington, and it was close. It was close at certain points. If the Giants lose next week to Arizona, man, it would be nuts. It would be crazy if the Giants go ahead and lose. And I want to put the energy out there. Here I am talking about week 2, week 1's not even over with. But listen, it was over with at halftime. It was done. It was done. The right side of the O-line might be the worst in the league. Listen, I knew from the jump, the moment we didn't address the guard position. And is there a lot of guard positions out there? Is there a lot of players that are available? They got to be available. You know, good offensive linemen don't become available. You know why? Because they stay on the teams that drafted them. Like a Trent Williams doesn't normally happen. But Mark Lewinsky was bad last year. The interior last year was bad. And it showed that nothing changed. Nothing changed at all. Literally at all on the offensive line. I don't know what the total sack number is, but at halftime it was 4. And I feel like I've seen at least 4 right after that. So what we thought we would improve on, what I thought, listen, Evan Neal's not going to be as bad. The interior is not going to be as bad. We have threats on the offensive side of the ball. They're not going to be able to pin their ears back and rush at us every single play. All that stuff that I thought, it was the same thing. It was worse. It was worse. 40-0. 40-0. It's crazy. It doesn't even sound real. It doesn't even sound real. Demonic Gaming, the offensive line is awful. It's atrocious. It's literally atrocious. And honestly, I saw Andrew Thomas limping around. Who knows, man? If he goes out, man, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season, y'all. I knew how this day was going to go. I hollered at a chick and took an L. My shoes fell apart and this game was a cherry on top. Listen, I'm a big believer on, I'm a Giants fan. I love my team. I'm going to support my team as much as I can. Sometimes I let Sundays, what we do on a Sunday, dictate how my week is going to go. And I cannot, I promise you, I cannot have this energy heading into the week. If I go into this energy with being down 40-0, man, I can't even walk these streets. I can't. I literally can't. 40-0 is probably the worst. It single-handedly is the worst I've ever seen this team play. And this isn't under Joe Judge. This isn't under Pat Shurmur. It's not under Dave Gettleman. This is our team, y'all. This is our team. And once again, are we this bad? I don't think we are. I don't think we're this bad. It's just really hard to think that right now when you're getting beat the worst out of anyone in week 1. When you're getting beat down the worst you've ever seen with your own 2 eyes. I can say that for myself. I do it. I'm sorry. I do it for you. Jay versus Life. I'm not too sure what that is, but haven't seen us this bad ever over 40 years. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's almost like insane to think about. 40-0. I can't. It's 7 sacks. We are now in last place. It's a visual game. Back-to-back L's. That's my thinking with this whole thing. And why was this so important? Why was it so important that the Giants needed to win this game? 1, you would have a division win. Last year, the same team that went into the playoffs, beat the Vikings in the playoffs. We had 1 division win all last season. 1 division win and a tie. We needed to steal this first game. And it's crazy to think that we needed to steal the first game. A home game. We needed to steal a home game. Because that's how bad it's been against the Cowboys. And once again, for this whole game, it just felt like what can go wrong will go wrong. And guess what? It went wrong. It went wrong. It's tough. It's extremely tough right now. We better win next week. Listen, if we don't win next week, man, if we don't win next week, it could get ugly. Ugly in New York. It can get ugly, y'all. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. Alex the Chef. It's okay. We got shut out a few years back. This is different, man. This is different, though. This is different. Martindale with only 2 blitzes in the first half. Listen, honestly, I feel like I couldn't tell anything that first half. Nothing. Bobby Okereke, trying to see if I can see a difference in the linebacker play. I couldn't tell. You guys can let me know. I saw Isaiah Simmons making a couple plays, but for the most part, no game-changing plays. We couldn't get after Dak. Here we are on our side getting sacked 8 times, 7 times, 9 times, and Dak Prescott can't even get touched. Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau, Azeez Ojulari. Nobody's getting home. Nobody. And this is not with their starting players. Their starting guard was out. Man, I can't. I literally can't. I can't right now, man. I really can't. It's okay. We got shut out a few years back. Martindale with only 2 blitzes. I can't believe this final score of 40-0. Did the game end? I'm sure it did. Yeah, 40-0. 40-0. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's it's crazy to think about. I'll give you I'll give you a like though, bro. Still go Cowboys. Alex, hey, bro. Respect. Hey, respect to the Cowboys. There's nothing I can say about the Cowboys at all. And even when I made my videos, I don't think I disrespected them. Maybe I disrespect them by thinking that we even had a chance. Maybe. But I never was disrespectful towards them. I was confident in my team's ability. So I appreciate you as a Cowboy fan saying you like it. Once again, y'all can like the live, man. I would appreciate that a lot. Not too much to be excited about. But once again, to be able to be live and have 20 of you guys watching me, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you not yelling about the game. The Giants will bounce back. The O-line just needs to go, needs to gel. We need a lot more than gel. Appreciate the comment, Heathen. Yeah, that's not my character. That's not how I am. It's not. You're not gonna see a crazy reaction out of me. And for those of you who are subscribed, or even if you're not, I will be dropping a video, and I'm not gonna be yelling in that one either. But there's a little bit of both. You don't want to overreact, right? We can't overreact off of one game. The greatest aspect of this whole thing is that we're one game back from the division lead. Feels a lot worse. It's 40-0. I generally don't think it can get worse than the feeling that we have right now. And I'm glad, hopefully, knock on some wood, hopefully this is the worst that we have all season. This is the worst feeling we have all season. We know how we looked. It got ugly. It's kind of hard for me to think that it can get even worse. So get it out the first game. It was a primetime game. That sucks. It was against the Cowboys. That sucks. But we build off of it and try to see where we can improve. That's the only thing I can think about. Giants been outscored by 78-7 in the last 2 games versus 2 division opponents. That's crazy. Marcus, that is crazy. That's crazy. As of today, our OC or DC will have 0 chances of being a head coach. Yeah, they can kiss that goodbye right now. I don't know who's going to want to hire that. I have no idea who's going to want to hire that. It's crazy. Everyone, fluky game, tough loss, but Dallas defense carried. Oh, Dallas's defense. Once again, all these games that we played Dallas in this recent couple years, Dallas's offense never really killed us. It was the defense. Their offense can put up 17 points. If we can't put up 7, we're not going to win. If we can't put up a point, we're not going to win. It's not going to happen. So definitely I can see on their defense. Everyone in our organization, players, coaches, etc., are all responsible for sure. Once again, nobody's exempt. Daniel Jones, running for your life, don't care. You're not exempt. Andrew Thomas, you're not exempt. I've seen a couple holdings, couple different things. You were not exempt. Evan Neal, man. Evan Neal is going to be a topic this week, y'all. It's crazy to say after 1 year. I know we want to be patient, but it's been bad. It's been bad for Evan Neal. This sucks. What did I just watch? Dave, man, I have no idea what we just watched. I have literally no idea what. In the blink of an eye. Once again, I'll take y'all back. First drive, we're going down the field, running the ball, about to score a touchdown, let alone kick a field goal, be up 3-0. Let's see what the defense does. And Gano, who is normally money, kicks it, gets blocked, taken back for a touchdown. The moment we get in field goal range, we kick a field goal, Gano misses wide left. I know it's rain. I know it's wind. Nothing went right for us. Nothing. Nothing went right. I got a headache yelling all game. I couldn't even yell. I literally couldn't even yell. I couldn't even have a reaction. I was hype in the beginning. That's the only time I was yelling. Now, the people who paid their hard-earned money to go to that game, I feel bad. But going to work is going to be tough. Listen, I talked a lot. I wasn't talking trash, but I was just saying, I expect the Giants to win in a close game. It's crazy. Man, the worst part is my best friend is a Cowboys fan. I'm not looking forward to hearing this mouth tomorrow. Listen, not even tomorrow. This is an all-time game. This is a all-time game. Last season was my first season on YouTube in general. I've been a Giants fan for a while, but it was the first time I was covering the team, and I felt like, man, the first year I covered them, they looked great. We won a playoff game for the first time in a while. Could be a good trend. Now I can say that, I was live the day that we got beat 40-0 by the Cowboys. It sucks. It sucks. We got 27 people in here. Once again, appreciate y'all for joining up. Like up the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate y'all watching me in the moment of devastation and destruction. That's what this game was. It's bad. What is this big task at hand? Yeah, it was bad, bro. It was bad. Best quarterbacks had a bad week. Mahomes, Burrow, DJ. I don't even want to say that. You know, it's funny because I saw what Burrow had, and I was like, listen, if Daniel Jones had a game like Burrow, he would get killed. This might be worse. This might be worse. Is it on him? No, but to lose 40-0 is crazy. It's literally crazy. It's crazy. What type of offensive line is this? It's not a line. It's not. It's not a line. It is not a line. You know it's week 1 when Tua has been the best quarterback so far. You ain't lying. Last year he got off to a crazy start too. That game was good. But I don't even want to think about nothing else, to be honest. Giants' worst loss was in 1948, 45-0. We almost broke a record at least. Listen, we saw history, y'all. We saw history. Say what we want, man. We saw history. I'm glad to be able to be a part of it, I guess. Then we just got 30 people in here, man. If I'm going to yell, it's going to be for that. I appreciate y'all so much. Like it up if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. 30 people watching me. I can't believe it. And watching me talk about what a travesty this was. Crazy. But appreciate y'all once again. You know it's week 1 when Tua. Yep. Giants' worst loss was in 1948. I read that. Dang. This is brutal to watch. Darren, it was beyond brutal. It was beyond brutal. Once again, I work retail. I don't get weekends off. 37 people. What's going on? What's good? Appreciate y'all for joining up once again. This was terrible though. Once again, I'm talking about a very bad cause, but I can appreciate y'all for joining up. I work retail. I don't get weekends off. I requested this weekend off because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go live on my channel on the weekend. We're gonna get hype. I have to see the Giants beat the Cowboys, and this is what it is. This is what it is. Straight up. Nothing else around it. This is what it is. It's a zigzag. It's a lot of things. You can name it a lot. I could have had a sack. You probably could have. Evan Neal probably would have still had his hand in the dirt by the time the ball was hiked. That's how bad he looked. He looked that bad. He looked that bad. Man, I can't, bro. I just can't. Daniel Jones lost me my fantasy matchup. Azil. At this rate, don't even start anybody on the Giants. Whoever started anyone on the Giants, I feel bad. I genuinely feel bad. Because who would have guessed it? I can't tell you I did. Can't do it, man. Hey, dude, just subbed a few days ago. They should have put some of that Galladay money into a dome. Man, it's crazy. Maybe a dome would have saved us. Imagine that. Imagine if a dome would have saved this team. Honestly, watching what happened, I don't think so, but who knows? That's a great idea. Super Mario, appreciate you for subbing up recently once again. But who knows? A dome really would have saved us. That's kind of crazy. Same here, although I can't be mad. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad in general. Hopefully, it can only get better, right? This game broke me. That's kind of the approach that we have to have. There's no way, and I'm going to have to clip this if this happens, but there's no way it can get worse than this. There's no way. There's no way it can get worse than this. This is rock bottom. What we thought this team could be was up here. We're way down here, below the table, in terms of what we expected. Who would have thought that Waller would have 3 catches with 30 yards? I thought he would do that on his first drive. I'm not saying the expectation is crazy, but what is crazy is that the first catch by a wide receiver happened in the third quarter. The first catch by a wide receiver. That means it was just a Saquon, Waller, Bellinger. That's it. Even though for me it felt like every time the ball was hiked, he was running for his life and running. There wasn't even no passes in my opinion. Man, it's tough. Y'all, it's tough. It is tough right now. Can't get worse though. Practice is going to be hell for the Giants tomorrow. We're going to bounce back against Arizona though. Arizona is probably the most winnable game on our schedule. Hands down the most winnable game on our schedule. If we lose to Arizona, it's gonna get wicked. It's gonna get pretty crazy pretty quick. If we go down 0-2, losing one of those games to Dallas and one of those games to Arizona, knowing that later in the year we have to face Eagles twice. Later in the year we have to face the Cowboys at their home stadium. It's going to get crazy. It is going to get crazy. Why did they keep DJing for so long? Listen, I have no idea. I have no idea why they decided to keep him in a game that's been lost. In a game they're not going to win. You take Saquon out for a reason. You take other starters out for a reason. Why was DJ still in getting sacked? What are we doing that for? Come on, man. That's crazy. ZX, man, was good. Man, we're the only NFC East team that lost. I'm not surprised. Once again, this head-to-head team, somebody had to lose. So somebody was going to lose. We got 44 people in here, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in once again. This is the most I ever had. And it sucks to say that it was on this occasion. But, yeah, man. Arizona, I didn't expect them to beat Washington. And the Eagles, I didn't expect them to lose to the Patriots, even though they made it a closer game than I expected. This will be the worst game the Giants play all season. I'm just glad it's now and not in Week 18. I'm glad it's when Week 1 matters. I'm not going to sit here and act like it doesn't matter. But this is a playoff loss. I would feel a lot worse. If this was in a moment that, make or break, if we lose this game, we're out of the playoffs, I would feel a lot worse than I do right now. I promise you that. Shout out to Drew with that comment, by the way. But Kev, I told you. I'm not too sure who it is. I said I told you. But if you're a Cowboys fan and you said you were going to win, props to you, bro. Props to you, man. I can't say much. There's literally nothing I can say. Where I thought we would be, we're not. That's all it is. Anthony saying, I kind of knew this was going to happen for one reason and only, and that the reason is Joe not focusing hard on building a better line, and honestly, Neil needs to move to guard and sign a vet tackle. So, once again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I definitely think we should have allocated resources to an offensive line. Now, who's out there? If you can tell me a name that's available, I'll take it. I genuinely, for me, I don't know a good offensive lineman that we can go sign right now and we're going to be better. I don't. When you invest the number 7 overall pick in Evan Neal and hope that he could hold down the right tackle position, I think you would hope that you would be way better off. Like, the interior being what it is, the interior is not good at all. The interior is not good. But when you think you would have bookend tackles on the left and the right, you would think that we would perform better. But Evan Neal looks bad. Evan Neal looks super bad right now. Please, no other Joe Judge year 2. Yeah, that would be crazy. And what's even worse about that is that, once again, the first year Joe Judge was here, we won 6 games, and people were thinking that Joe Judge should be coach of the year. People were thinking that Joe Judge was one of the better coaches in the league, like I did. Brian Daboll actually won coach of the year. If we go out and suck this year, man, I don't know. I don't know what it is. All this hype for this game, and this is the results. Yeah, man. I looked forward to this all offseason. Week 1, Sunday Night Football against Dallas. We can do it. It never happened, man. It never happened. I would not want to be Brian Daboll position right now for that press conference. Shoot. Honestly, I'm going to be real. Like, going into this game, I said Mike McCarthy won't outcoach Brian Daboll. There was no even coaching that kind of went into it. The only coaching I can critique him on is why is Daniel Jones in after getting blown out. But everything that happened, it happened. Like, it literally just happened. Once again, man, if you're in this live stream, please like it up. I would appreciate that. We got the most viewers I ever had in a live stream. Appreciate y'all once again. Just a bad point. All this hype for the game. There's the results. I would not want to be Brian Daboll. Yep. Christopher, my guy, I have not seen you in a very long time. A big apology, Juke, a big one. And listen, I know what he's talking about. Christopher is talking about Daniel Jones. An apology on Daniel Jones. Am I saying he's exempt from this? Definitely not. What he showed today was not good. Was not good at all. Now, can we go out there and really say that it's his fault? Can we? Can we say that it's Daniel Jones' fault? I can't say that. I can't say that it's on Daniel Jones 100%. Even though, once again, I saw some things that I really did not like. I didn't like that interception to Gilmore. I didn't like that in 2 seconds he's running for his life. But with the offensive line, with Evan Neal not being able to block at all, Daniel Jones is almost doing what Sam Darnold was, seeing ghosts. He said he was seeing ghosts, Sam Darnold. That's what Daniel Jones looked like. Drops back, play action. In 2 seconds, someone's in his face. He's running for his life every single time. Every single time. I think if the Giants lose against Arizona, the Giants will be on the clock for the 24 draft. Yeah, that would probably be the result. And shoot, I don't even want to talk about Caleb Williams. I'm not gonna say that. Mara did tell Daves that you can go from Bono to Bonds to Bozo real quick in New York. It does change that quick. It really does. It does change that quick. Dalton Risner, was that about? I'm not sure what that is, Cam. I'm not sure, but appreciate you either way. NFL looks like they set up the Giants a Dallas butt whooping for our opener and probably an Eagles butt whooping for us, our closer. Say it ain't so. Listen, I'm a big believer on that too. I'm over. I'm officially over this whole Giants, Cowboys, Sunday Night Football. I'm over it. Can't do it no more. I can't. Why? Because this rivalry's not real right now. This ain't a real rivalry right now. It's not. This whole Giants, Cowboys, I'm tired of it. I'm over it. Week 1, Giants, Cowboys, I'm over it. I said something that I liked about going into this game is that at least most of us are healthy. So there's nothing we can pinpoint and be like, dang, this Giants team is not healthy. That's why we're losing. I didn't want any of that. You know, I like that we were fully healthy. But listen, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the Giants, Cowboys week 1. Because there's not too many that I can say that we won. I can only tell you so much that I've seen with my own 2 eyes that we won those games anyways. But I didn't expect it. I didn't. Just woke up. What's the score? Yay. We won, Marcus. We won. Go ahead and click off after that. We won. We won. So is Jones' fault alone? Am I hearing this right? It's definitely not. Timothy, that once again, is not. It's not his fault. It's not his fault alone. I just wish, last year we saw him make some plays. This game, there was no chance. There was no chance. And I'll go back to when it was good. That first drive, we looked good. Driving the ball down the field. The moment that false start happened by Andrew Thomas, and I'm not even blaming him, everything. It blew up. It straight up blew up. You got a missed snap. You got a blocked field goal. You got a interception that Saquon Barkley has the ball here. It gets pumped up into the air and taken back for a touchdown. The first touchdown, the first pick 6 that Daniel Jones has thrown. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I can't tell you that it would have been me. Chris said no. Our damn O-line is horrendous. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm shocked with y'all, man. I'm shocked with y'all. They really got us. They really got us. They really did. Horrible game. Hopefully we can bounce back. Road to 10K is still definitely active. Praying to God we beat the Arizona. Yo, Road to 10K is still active, y'all. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. Road to 10K is always going to be active until it's not anymore. But nevertheless, I'm still going to be here dropping videos. Still going to be out here live streaming for y'all. Once again, my second live stream. Appreciate y'all so much for joining in. Who do we have to worry about from the Cardinals defense? Buda Baker's still there. Buda Baker, I think, is still a good safety. Xavion Collins, he was a safety that converted to linebacker or edge rusher that converted. One of those two. He's pretty stout. And yeah, man, it's hard to even look at that game because I guess the best thing is to look towards that game, right? Like we can't lose. We can't lose to Arizona, right? Is that me? We can't lose to Arizona, right? Who do we have to worry about the Cardinals defense? No O-line makes me want to cry. Vikings kid, man, you've been subbed to me for a very long time. Appreciate you for joining in. And 40-0 makes me want to cry. However it gets cut, man. 40-0 is tough. Stripes, appreciate you for joining in. Unfortunate, we looked money first drive, all downhill after Andrew Thomas false start. I'm saying, after that false start, everything went their way. And I'm not here making excuses. It is what it is. How we showed up after that is super important, and the team just didn't show up. They didn't show up, man. It's annoying to see. It's annoying to see when you have these expectations, when you think the vibes are different, and we get, oh my gosh, it's crazy. You guys are delusional about Jones. He's not good. Hey, man, I can't say nothing right now. Say what you want. It's cool. It's all good, man. It's all good. It is what it is. I saw what he did last season. Can't hate on what he did last season. I mean, if you want statistics, the statistics are there. I saw him not throw barely any interceptions. I saw Dak Jones throw the league leading interceptions, but it is what it is. It was a line, definitely. Yeah, the line is definitely bad. The line is definitely bad. It's horrendous. The weather played a factor on us not being able to pass, so it made it one dimensional. But even with the sunny skies, the line would have still lost us the game. Upset Neil still played like he's DI. Like he did. I'm sorry. I can't read right now. It's late. Giants got demolished. But yeah, the weather played a factor, but that's what gets me is that, they played on the same field we did, man. They had to deal with the same situations we did. It was still pouring for them. I saw Dak Jones throwing a wide open CeeDee Lamb. Does anyone know, if anyone can let me know, did anything happen to Deonte Banks? Is he seriously hurt? Did anything come out? Once again, I did go live during the fourth quarter. I did not wait until after the game because I couldn't. The game was over at halftime, y'all. The game was over at halftime. There was nothing else to watch. Nothing else to watch. I can't believe Saquon made all that offseason just to perform how he did. Yeah. Once again, you want to get paid what you want to get paid. You got to hold on to that ball. I know it's raining. I know it's raining. But that can't happen. Daniel Jones, I wish it was a fumble. That would have been the second fumble that Saquon Barkley lost in his career because it doesn't normally happen to him. But the fact that it's a Daniel Jones interception, people are going to go into it and be like, they're going to look at his stats. Daniel Jones threw 2 picks. Daniel Jones is up there league leading turnovers, all these different things. That other one I can't defend. I can't. When he was running out of bounds and trying to make a play and threw it and Stephon Gilmore intercepts it, I can't defend that. That was a bad choice. But who knows? That game was already... Oh, man. Yeah, the O-line was terrible and the D-line was just as bad. Yeah, the D-line did not show up at all. Once again, I said Dexter Lawrence needs to come out and feast. You get paid that money. You play how you played last season. I need you to go out here and make a huge impact. Starting guard is out. I didn't hear his name. I barely even seen him. Man. Sorry, Juke. Dayball is in the conference right now. We got booed going into halftime. Yeah, man. It's been rough. Dayball getting better. Get on Evan Neal big time because he needs to step up big time. I read that twice. Defense needs to be better too. The Giants organization needs to be better. Hands down. The whole Giants team needs to be better. Because if we go out and we lose to Arizona, some people might be out of jobs. And do I say like Brian Daboll will? No. Do I think Joe Shane will? No. You might see players get cut. You might see players get traded. You might see things happen. And I know it's only the first 2 weeks. Is it literally going to happen? No. But if you go down 0-2 and then you go to play the 49ers, go down 0-3, and you go to play other contending teams, it can get ugly real quick. It can get ugly. Mighty Mallard says we were starting off good. We started off, I think, perfect until that false start. Everything was looking promising. We were going to score. It was 3rd and 2 at like the 6-yard line. And stuff got out of hand really quick. Super quick. Will you watch the press conference? I will. I'll probably watch it before I drop my video. I'll probably drop the video tomorrow morning. We're not going to drop a video at midnight. I am live with y'all. I'm going to stay with y'all. Obviously talk about the game. But it's a tough situation right now, man. It's tough. Dak Jones. Shoot. Did I say that? I might have. Nothing yet on Banks. Appreciate you, Omega, on that. Man, I don't know. I really don't know what happened with him. Hopefully it's nothing serious. I did see that he wasn't even on the sideline at the beginning of the second half. I just remember seeing McLeod on the field, and I said, well, where's Banks? Trey Hawkins was getting toasted. Banks was all right for the most part, I thought. But, not seeing him out there worries me. That's our first-round pick. This is a guy that we expected to make a really big difference for this defense. Cramps, if I'm not mistaken. Listen, if it's cramps, that's a bullet dodged. Sit him down, wait till next game. Straight up. Week 2 would be better for the Cardinals. Salty, appreciate that, and I think they will. Can't get worse, right? Can't get worse. Ain't no way it can get worse. That's how I look at it. I hope it's just week 1 jitters, man. This is week 1. I don't even know what. Those were jitters, man. They were extremely anxious. It was bad. It was really bad. One play with Dex, I did not hear anyone from our D-line. Okereke get their name called. Nothing. Isaiah Simmons made a nice tackle that I saw, and then on third down or fourth down, they ended up making a play and getting a first down. So literally not much to key on this defense, not much to key on the D-line. There's no excuses. There's none. There's no excuses. They got manhandled on both sides of the ball. They were gashing us on run plays, which happened last year. But once again, I thought this team would come different. Thought having better linebackers in play that can actually fit into the run holes and actually make plays. It didn't happen, man. It did not happen, man. It's crazy. Bayless is going to say wild stuff on Undisputed. Oh, my gosh, man. We're about to hear the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, and they're not. They're not. The Cowboys can beat us, but let them play the Eagles. Let them play the 49ers and see what happens. They're not going to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I can't say much about us. I mean, we're definitely, if they're not going to the Super Bowl, we're not going anywhere. But this happens every year. The Cowboys look good, then they go through a tough stretch, then they look good again, go into the playoffs, lose the first game. It happens. Like, we're going to hear it all week, man. It's just so bad because I felt like the Giants could have took advantage of what happened, and they didn't. They didn't. Appreciate you, Juke and chat. Tough start to the season, fellas, but it's only week 1. Hope we can turn around and go 4-2 in the division. But now we have a very long road trip to get through. Appreciate that, Dave. Once again, appreciate you for jumping in. Once again, Anthony, is it me or is this a track record of players getting a massive payout, then their performance starts to lack on the field? Now, that is a real thing. When players are on the verge again, their second contract, when they're on the verge of getting a contract, that happens to be their best season. It happens to be. It happens to be their best season overall. You know, Leonard Williams, you've seen it out of him. Man put up like 12 sacks at a defensive tackle position. We had to pay him. He got paid and never played as well. Dexter Lawrence, who knows? We'll see. Still super early. But no pressures is annoying. It's tough. It's tough. Daniel Jones, that can't happen. It can't. If that happens with Daniel Jones, New York will chew him up and spit him out, man. He's been able to push it through, but now that you get paid, you have to play better. You have to. You have to play better. Chris, Juke, I'm with you on this one, but I expect more from $160 million, $42 million per year quarterback. It was an offensive line, though. Yeah. I'm with you. Listen, I can respect both people's opinions. I'm not gonna sit here and not agree on Daniel Jones. Not like he should play better. He definitely should. We know what the offensive line was, but I still expect as well. Our quarterback got to make plays. Last year, same offensive line, if not worse, but we saw our quarterback make plays. That first Cowboys matchup, we were not in good positions, but I saw Daniel Jones making smart plays, not making any crazy plays. He was making plays in general. That first matchup against the Cowboys last season where Sterling Shepard got hurt, you know, Daniel Jones looked good, and it felt like everybody else was letting him down. I didn't get that same vibe today. Not at all. Not at all. So, yeah, man, we got 37 people in here. Once again, like up the video if you can. I appreciate y'all so much. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. I'm going to go live every single week. Giants got demolished. It was almost like unheard of. I couldn't expect it, but it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in once again. Appreciate y'all for just being present. But hopefully, you know, once again, this is it. This is the bottom floor. Can't get worse than this. Won't get worse than this. And, yeah. That's pretty much it. Lembe with the sticker, man. I appreciate you so much for that. And in a losing effort like this, that shouldn't happen, but I appreciate you, man. Jones is going to catch all the heat when Burrow will get excused for his bad play. We know that's going to happen, but it is what it is. We know it's going to happen, but it is what it is. I can't really defend much. I can't defend Jones right now. But we know it's going to happen. Burrow's going to get excused for getting whooped by the Cleveland when everybody expected them to beat Cleveland. I can't say everyone expected us to beat the Cowboys. No one expected that. Corny saying disgraceful to see. It's tough, man. It's tough. But once again, appreciate y'all for joining in. Please stay tuned. Tomorrow, I will be dropping a video tomorrow morning talking about the game, talking about certain things that's going to happen for this upcoming week. I will have more videos dropping throughout the week. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. Road to 10K is still active. We're still on the grind. Appreciate y'all for joining in. It means a lot to me. And yeah, hopefully you guys can sleep tight. This is the nightmare, so when you guys sleep tonight, it won't be as bad, I promise you. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll catch y'all on the next one. It's tough to say. Go big.